Yo, what up, everybody? What up? This a video out of the ordinary for this channel, obviously. But I want to come on. I supposed to been did this a long time ago, man, because I've been seeing a few of the comments. And I see it's a lot of people on here that still have never saw me or don't even know how I look or whatever. It surprised me, but it's a lot of people that don't know how I look and, you know who runs the channel and all that and who's behind the movement. So I want to come on, show myself for the ones that haven't seen me or don't know. And I'm going to show y'all my collection, as you can see by the thumbnail, because a lot of people don't even know I got a car collection too. Unless you follow my vlog channel, which my vlog channel on here is Life of J Malcolm. Life of J Malcolm, that's how you can keep up to date with a lot of the stuff I do on a daily with my personal cars and my wife and my family too. Shout out to everybody that does support me over there and on my other personal platforms. And yeah, so we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna show you my car collection, crank everything up, and I also want to come on here and thank everybody for 100K subscribers. I supposed to been did that video as well, but I'm behind. I be busy. I run a lot of different pages and stuff too. But I want to thank all of y'all for 100K subscribers. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm one of the OG car channels on YouTube. Been around since 2007. YouTube started in 2006, so we've been around a long time. Been grinding a long time. So yeah, we're gonna jump into it, man. I'm show y'all my car collection one by one and my wife. So let's do it. All right, so here is the collection. And the thing about me, I will tell y'all, I love hot rodding. I love hot rod and I love true street cars. That's why on my channel you see a variety of things. I like racing in general, and I never call a car slow. No, I don't consider any car slow. You do what you want to do and what works for you. Because, quick note, all of these cars are true street cars, can be daily driven. So I really classify them as daily drivers. And I will pop the hood on everything except one of them, maybe two. You have to go look at the vlog channel if you haven't. But this car right here is if you follow my vlog channel, you saw the process of this car. I bought it this color, but I did a lot to this car. I had my hands on this one a lot. I don't build engines. People gonna ask, I don't build engines. I know I do top end stuff, but just my time now, I don't really tinker with it. I got a circle of people I use for that stuff. But I do spec engine combos. This one right here is one of my combos that I spec. I'm super proud of it. It runs pretty fast. I revealed the ET on this, on nitrous. It's still a work in progress, but I'm a pain and stuff. But I mean, that ain't big to me. I worry about how they run and perform the most. This one called Dolo. I named it Dolo because when I first did it, started out as a budget bill, and everybody was, you should do this, you should do that. And I had quote unquote cheap wheels on it. And I was like, man, I'm a one-on-one. I like to be different. It's a little cold. This one is small block nitrous. Let's fire it up. AC heat, everything. I ain't crunk it up in a few days. Usually ain't this hard to crank, to be honest with y'all. But I have not cranked this thing up in some days. I'm gonna get out and let y'all hear the outside exhaust note. Oh, I turned the fuel pump on. Alright. Alright, here we go. This is a small block nice. Everything runs on pump gas too, 93 octane. Yeah, this is Dolo. I know a lot of y'all do follow my blog channel, like I said, which is Life of J Malcolm. Or you can follow me on Facebook too. I do a lot on there. J Malcolm 2004 Rides. And on Instagram, J Malcolm 2004 Rides. It's a lot of my personal stuff, my wife's. This right here is a brown coat. This is brown coat, my 84 Chevy S10. A lot of people ask about the color. It is a custom color. This is not a color off of a new car. This is a custom blended color. It may look close and similar to colors, but it's not. It's a one-off color. J Hall Automotive painted it for me. Shout out to him. And look at all these keys. And yeah, that's what it is. I call this brown coat because my blog channel, I call everybody the BCG fan, brown coat gang, which there's a meaning behind that. Because if you watch the early vlogs on that channel, I always was working outside messing with the cars in my brown Dickie jacket, and people used to be like, got that brown coat on, I know it's finna be some work. So yeah, that's what this is. When I bought this truck, it was completely skin up on this whole side. Previous owner had an accident, and I had to get it put back together. I bought all new parts and stuff, and we put it back together, and this is what it is now. This one had been crumpled even longer. The last time I crunked this truck up, I went to a car show. Me and my wife was at a car show, big classic car show downtown, in my hometown, and we had all of them out. So it been a while. I'll show y'all underneath the hood of this one. Let's see. This one right here, LS Swap. I bought this truck like this. I did buy this one like this. I have some that I put together myself in my business, and then I bought some of my remix, and this one of them, it was a great buy, great deal. LS Swap carbureted, naturally aspirated for right now, still a work in progress. I'm gonna put some nitrous on it, and I'm gonna change the box to a 6014 ignition box, which I got all that. I've been having a while. Said go follow on the blog channel, and you'll be stay up to date with this. And yes, I have put everything on the track. They all have raced people before, but I mainly like to have fun with my car, so I don't seriously race or competitively race anymore. I done all that. Gotta do your research on if you didn't know. So this is brown coat. We're gonna move to the next. All right, so here we go, moving on down the line. A lot of people don't even, I'm surprised many people don't know that we got all these cars, man. Most of them went over the internet by now. But this is the last, this is not, well, this is the last one that I have purchased for myself. I usually buy a car a year or two sometimes, and sometimes I get rid of them. But I bought this one last year. I love it because a Regal is my favorite G-body. Grand National is my dream car. And this car here, I love the sleeper profile on it. I'm keeping it just like this. I'm not doing anything to it. I'm gonna paint it a newer color, but it's gonna have the same look. I love the baskets, the wire hubcaps on these cars. So that's what we're doing. Let's see. Nice interior. Factory. And I called this one Ramonena. When I got it, I redid the rear end. Totally redid everything. And a few more things done to it. I'm still tinkering with it. So this one rough to crank up for real. carburetors, man. Gotta love them when they cold. Have to readjust them. Let's see if I got some gas in it, y'all. There you go. All right. And I gotta put a new flywheel. I gotta put a new flex plate on this thing too. So that just recently happened. And I call this car Grandma Nana, aka V6. Yeah, I call this car Grandma Nana. This is what we call the V6. This is known as the V6 on the internet. 86 Buick Regal. I ain't gonna let it run long. Cause it need a flex plate on so you got that. Then next, this is not mine. This is my wife's car. Her aunt gave it to her. She always wanted it. And her aunt gifted it to her, so she the second owner of this car. When she received it, it was wrecked. And that's what I said, if you want to see all this stuff, go to my vlog channel. You can see all this stuff. We document everything. But she had this car, man, it was wrecked. This car went undergone a total transformation. And it's still going to get more done to it because it needs to be repainted. And that's getting done this month. So it's going to look even more different, but it look better than what it did look, but it needs to be repainted, and we just recently redid the engine. And I spec this combo right here as well. In the Regal, I bought the Regal like it is, so just got a little tighter. But yeah, her car just recently, I just respec the combo. It's a Chevy 350. My guy Rick over at Priority Performance did all the work, and he brought the engine bay back to life. Because I had originally a crate motor I bought, and I installed a crate engine here in the yard myself, cleaned up on the hood. Long story short, it got painted. It was a lot of overspray. It covered the engine, so I just said forget it and redid everything. Yeah, that's what we had. She just recently had the exhaust redone, so. She wanted it loud, too. Let's get warmed up, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all, I honestly, out of all the cars, I love the way wife's car sounds over everything. She had Super 40 low masters at first, and we just changed to 3-inch exhaust. She got single chambers. So this is her car. Show y'all underneath the hood. If you want to see the before and after, man, y'all gotta go to my vlog channel, cause it looks totally different. Trust me. It was covered in overspray, man. This is where she at now. Went ahead and I bought new alternator, everything. You'll see it. It was a total restoration. Kind of hard to see cause it's shaded, but one of my basic combos I spec, cause you know you don't want nothing too radical. Priority performance. Also did the rear end and stuff, which I spec that too. So her car was redone recently from front to back. New SHOWTIME transmission in it. Which that's what we running all of our SHOWTIME transmission. So let's see, y'all. I'm trying to show y'all everything. All right, and then this right here is also my wife's car, which I'm not gonna crank it up. But this is the last car I bought. This one of her dream cars, and I just did that video. So if you want to see her reaction, go over to my vlog channel, Life of J Malcolm. This is one of her dream cars, and it was on my goal list to buy her at least one of her dream cars this year. And I just bought this for her last month. It runs, it's all original. She had no plans on upgrading nothing. I know y'all see all our other cars are built, but she wants this just factory. She wanted the all original one. Car has 76,000 miles on it. Original 5.0, I mean, bone stock. Got a system in it, that's the only thing. There was a plus. It has a little system in it, two 12s or 2 10s. I can't remember what's back there. Everything works on it. AC heat, and it's just a nice car. So it'll be getting painted and stuff, you know, more cosmetic, adding her touch to it and all of that. And then behind it, you have my 87 Oldsmobile Cutlass, which I bought this car like this too, painted. It was a deal. I like to buy them. I like to buy them kind of to my liking, semi-complete. That's really what I like to do now versus going from the ground up, because I have done it both ways. Super expensive building a car from scratch, which these 2-box Chevys I have, they all done from the ground up, and they're the most expensive out of all the cars too, believe it or not. But I've done a lot to this car. I redid the engine. It's one of my combinations. It's supercharged. I bought it supercharged, but it's one of my combinations. The whole engine was pulled out and respec'd by me and Lawless. I had Lawless Street Cars do the build. My guy Jesse. I put the 24s on it. I do have the Cutlass rallies on and stuff too. I redid all the brakes, still new. The car didn't have a rear end in it. I redid the whole rear end, Moser axles and everything, front to back, changed the transmission. It was a lot of work, but that's how I like to do them. I like to get them and remix them. So, and I had this fired up, so it's gonna crank right up. And I redid the exhaust there recently. After I redid the engine, it needed bigger exhaust. I put the floor shifter in. I did a lot to this car. I just did the exhaust 3-inch, changed the mufflers, and I put bigger headers on it because it had been needing it, and it did make it faster. So I love this car too. It's a true daily driver. I drive it a lot. Just the engine, I hate it shaded, but supercharged. Yeah, just redid, put new headers on it. It went pretty good. And I call this car R&B, rhythm and blues, because it's just smooth. And I call this the baby of the bunch. So, yeah, at one time, this car was the slowest of the bunch. At one time when I first got it, but since I remixed, it's not. So now this, I say this one for last, because if you go back to some of the first videos on this channel, before this channel actually became a dedicated drag racing channel, I was into big rim stuff. So that's where my love come from for big rim. It's just part of this culture thing. Everybody don't like it, but I do. I respect all builds and cars and stuff. And this car actually, regularly, I have the same wheels for this car. I ride on those right there, 24s, not 26s. It's 26s on Dolo. But these are the wheels that go on this car. They're just off right now because I plan on taking it to the track here soon. And if you go back, then you'll see this car on the channel, and there's a story behind it. I end up selling it, getting it back. I'm not getting all this on my vlog channel. I got a documentary I done with Real Rides. If you type in Real Rides TV, he did a whole little documentary thing on me too. And yeah, and I call this car Big Meat. Big Meat. And my wife, I forgot to tell you, my wife, Monte Carlo name, her name is Emma. It's named after her aunt. That's who gifted the car to her. And this is Big Meat. I say the best for last, the only car in my fleet that will never go anywhere. I just recently redid the exhaust on this car too, so it got brand new exhaust, all aluminum. And my other box Chevy has aluminum exhaust system too, and mufflers. So. Alright, that was good. It don't take that long. I have to keep that one fine-tuned to the teeth. It's my favorite car. I used to have a TV in it back in the day. I used to have a flip down TV in it back in the day. That's what it holds. So when I got it, man, it was still like as I left it. Almost still as I left it. Interior the same. And no cage. It need one, but kind of torn between that. Got speakers in it. It's a true street car. I'm not pulling the hood on this one yet because I have not revealed the engine on it yet. And you have to go on the vlog channel to get up to speed. And yeah. So we have Dolo, which is my box Chevy up there. People get these cars confused a lot on the internet. Dolo, brown coat is my truck. Grandma Nana is my Regal. My wife's Monte Carlo is named Emma. She has not came up with a car for her Mustang yet. This is Big Meat. That's R&B. So y'all got a chance to see Big Meat in this form. I just recently had to buy new back wheels, which I do all this updates on my channel. They're coming today. So those will be coming off, and I haven't revealed what wheels I got, but I had to buy new back racing wheels because I just recently installed a Profab, well, quick performance all aluminum Profab 9-inch rear end in there with rear disc brakes, and you know they're a little, the rotors a little thinner than the drum, so it changed the back spacing by ½ inch. So that's the problem. But this is my collection, man. Before I get off here, I want y'all to take a guess at which one of my cars y'all think is the fastest. And then, you know, which one you think is the fastest overall, even with my wife's car. So take your guess right quick. And then I'm finna tell you right now which one the fastest. So you can pause the video, take your guess on which one of these cars you think is the fastest. And then now I'm finna let you know. So the fastest out of the whole, out of my whole fleet is this one. And it ain't by a little bit, it's by a lot. It's a night and day between everything else. So this one the fastest, this the first. The other box Chevy is the second fastest. So the reason I set my cars up like that, because I like the point of deception. People automatically usually go for the S10 or one of the G bodies because they lighter. So I make the big cars the fastest. So this one the first, that one the second fastest. The box Chevy. The third fastest is my S10 up there, and believe it or not, the fourth fastest is now the Cutlass, and the Regal is my slowest. Excuse me, y'all. The Regal is my slowest car, and the Cutlass faster than the Regal. So yeah, but the Regal has a bigger engine in it, but the Cutlass is faster. So, and then behind that, if you want to do overall order, behind that is next is my wife's Monte Carlo, and then the Mustang is the slowest. Kind of fun, and the lightest, one of the lightest cars is the slowest. So yeah, that's my collection. Like I said, I want to come on here. and show y'all, cause a lot of people still didn't know who J Malcolm was. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I had something recently happen in a grocery store. My wife, I was with her too. My wife was wearing one of the hoodies. She had one of the hoodies on, or the shirts, one of the J Malcolm shirts on. Then somebody walked by. He said, "Yeah, I watched J Malcolm too." And he walked right past. He walked right past. I said, "Yeah, that's amazing. I ain't had that happen in years." He ain't know me. He ain't even know who uploaded the videos. And I said, he probably just watched the racing channel, obviously. So here I am. Like I said, I really do appreciate all y'all that come and watch and tune in every day and that support the channel, especially you guys that been supporting for years, because I've been uploading consistently since 2007 and 8, and I'm still at it. One of the few that still at it, so I really appreciate everybody, and I done expanded and start showing people my personal collection and all of that. And like I said, go follow my vlog channel, Life of J Malcolm, and that's where you can catch me daily, or follow me, J Malcolm 2004 Rides on Instagram and J Malcolm 2004 Rides on Facebook. And I do post a lot of different entertaining content with me and my wife too, because she likes cars. We're involved in weight training, so we do a lot of fun stuff and all that. But yeah, that's it. Appreciate y'all. I'll catch y'all later. Thank you for supporting. I appreciate y'all for 100K. I'm out.